What's up, friendships? This is the WotanCraft, Victor Wooten, badass bass player, pilot series. Look at this thing. This is Cordura. It's like almost like a waxed Cordura. They call it like a wax canvas Cordura sort of thing. This is a photography bag, which means you can put your photo takers in it. You can put your drones in it. Dividable inner compartment. Protection all around the bag. Really nice. 15+ inch laptop in the back. They say it fits a 15-inch laptop in the back. My 16-inch MacBook Pro fits perfectly. It's a 20 to 30 liter capacity bag, okay? That's the way to think about it. But it is modular with all sorts of add-ons. There's several add-ons that take this thing up to almost, I'd say, like, I don't know, 40 liters or something like that. You've got lots that you can add on. We're gonna go through that here in a second. Comes in a couple different colors. It's not the most affordable bag, but for some of you, this might be the perfect kind of bag because that modular thing means you can add on without having to add another bag, and it's just got like a real badass look. It really does. How protected is this thing? Listen, this padding, it is solid and it goes all the way around. Here I will open up the entire sort of one unizip thing. The dividers, there's 360 degrees of this Velcro down here, right? So you can put in these dividers a lot of different places. Here's an accessory. Here's another accessory that is just kind of like a pouch, for example, that you could place up top in the bag or anywhere around or over here or down on the bottom because you can put Velcro all over the place. They have some pretty nice sturdy dividers here with some pretty rigid Velcro. I'm impressed with this. And you can see these main ones, they have a couple tabs that are longer that go up against this side, right? So then when you open up the bag, it's really the other one. This should be easier to pull off when you, let me pull all these things out. When you open it up like this, but you want your gear to stay in here. This is one of the things about this. Kind of, it's not designed for this kind of lay and splay sort of vibe. How you're gonna wanna get into the bag is these winged access. I'll show you that in a minute. I do want you to see, however, how nice and protected all this stuff is. There's padding on the outside, but there's like a rigid piece of plastic in there. It feels nice and protected all around. Here's your laptop pocket, for example. It's pulled up off the bottom of the bag by just a little bit, and you've got huge padding on either side of it on the back, and the front is that same kind of padding here. Like I said, nice protection all around. Now, and the one thing I would like, and maybe they have this, I didn't see this yet, is just a rainfly and then some sort of little thing that the rainfly just comes out of. You got water sealed zips on the outside here, which is your main compartment into your laptop and everything. So you've got a water sealed container and a wax canvas vibe on this Cordura, but it is not, every little helps. I think you get stuck in a rain, you're gonna be fine, but you get in a downpour, and this is like your serious, like your studio kit, I think you're gonna want a rain fly that goes around this. I know there are generic rain flies you can buy and just throw it into one of the side pockets or something. Now, size-wise, what can you fit in here? Let me do it like this. Here's my Canon EOS R with the 15 to 35 millimeter lens. I've just been throwing that down in the bottom because it means I can access it from this side pocket down here. Again, once that's in, it can be quite easy to access from the side here. I have a big old space right there. I've even kept it in there with my Rode Smart Mic on top, which is not a good idea because it can break. But when I was just carrying that, I moved this divider up to here, so I had just plenty of room and I didn't have to put that on every time I was pulling it out. This pocket, that's where I throw my main tech kit. It's just boom. So here's how I work this thing. Camera, and I'll normally take off my Smart Mic, just throw it in there with it, Probably just throw my charger, my little camera battery charger for the Canon in there as well. Then just this pouch. Again, pulling this in and out relatively easy, and this is quite a rigid box down here. That bottom padding, this back padding, and then this with the Velcro on both sides ends up feeling like a very big box. Now the deal is, this side access, you can see it's like, it opens, but you're really only able to get complete access to this, and you still have this little lip right here, okay? So just know that you're gonna need to have a little more padding on top of whatever you're putting in there to be able to get it out of that lip, and you can do that on either side. Now, they say you can fit 2 DSLR bodies and 5 lenses in this thing, and I think that's totally likely. You can also fit like your DSLR with a lens, maybe an extra lens, and then a packing cube or a tech kit or something. You can fit, this is bag, as you'll see with the modular stuff, it's actually quite travelable too. But you're only gonna access this stuff from the sides, okay? It does not open up and lay flat. If it does, everything's basically coming apart, right? Because you've got to Velcro all that back into the back when you open it up like that. So get used to side access and organize everything for side access. Both sides though. Which, by the way, side access on body, totally doable here. Again, you're gonna have that little lip, you know? Don't give me your lip. So let's talk about getting into this bag. 2 clips right here. I don't know if this is a prototype that they sent me. Everything on it feels very finalized. Oftentimes these kinds of clips can change, but I like these clips right here. These are nice. They're clippy enough. Then this beaver paddle comes down. Zipper for that on the inside here. Can you see this? That frustrates me. You'll hear why in just a minute. Wish that was on the outside there. Then you have a zipper right here behind these 2 clips. Did you see this? What? Where are you going? Why are you doing that? Why is this? What is this? Where? So you've got a pocket up here. You've got 2 zip pockets right here. Narrow, thin, like hard to get going, but perfect size for a camera battery, for example. Maybe you want live batteries, dead batteries. I don't know. How do you do your stuff? You'll hear more about this pocket in just a little minute. You got some MOLLE attachments right here. I'll show you what that's for in a moment. Then another zipper over here for a large pocket kind of thing. Big, meshy, just throw whatever you want in there. And that, whatever you put in there, just know that that's coming across the front of the bag, attaching to these little numbers right here. The whole point of using this is try never to open that flap. That's what for me at least, when I'm thinking of on the regular, like run and gun kind of either shooting or just having a backpack that I go to the cafe or class or work or client session with or something like that. It's like, I'm not making a bed here. I don't want to pop this whole thing, but I'll show you what this is for in the modular section in just a minute. Now, there is no great quick access on this bag. From the outside of the bag, the only thing you can access are those little zipper meshy things right here. You can kind of get to those, but they're really tight. They're really tight, and they're not that big. So it's tight, like there's no dimension to them, and they don't go very far. So like you could throw your keys in there, but please don't put your keys and your wallet in there, because getting to your keys when your wallet's in between means you have to pull out everything to get to the one thing you need, right? This would be an epic quick access pocket if I could access it from the back of the bag, from the top, outside, exterior access with a little, maybe a water sealed zip or something right there, right? That would solve all my problems on this bag. That would solve basically all my problems on the bag, except for you can't splay it open. So, which the only way to solve that problem is access it only from the sides. Okay, cool. The truth is, this is a bit of a beefy bag for my use. I'm gonna show you some other bags that I think are nice comparisons in a little bit. Comfort, here's your back panel. Let's put it down like this. You got big, comfy. This stuff feels good, man. I like this. I like these straps. These straps feel nice. just feel like you're locked in, you know? Can you see how far down it goes? On the body, you got a sternum strap. You can click across. The back panel feels really solid. They also have a luggage pass-through, just a piece of webbing back here. And then this handle, I really like. I just like this. This is like, this is something I'm gonna be thinking about for a while. Just this kind, I don't know. Just separated down the middle, nice thick padding, and that Cordura with the wax finish feels good. So I see a lot of backpack straps, right? They did a really good job with these. Okay, let's talk about some modular expansion. A couple items here, right? You've got this little guy, a 1 liter accessory pouch. You open this clip up, another clip, you've got a little storage right here, and then it zips open. Now, each of these modular things I'm gonna show you were designed to be able to kind of like work as a sling separate by itself. I mean, I could probably fit my Canon with the lens in here, and it's not like it's the best padding, but if I was just carrying this one bag with all these things on it, when I got to my destination, I'd have 3 different slings basically, and a backpack that's not larger than like 20 liters on my back, right? That's fully protected. It's kind of interesting. Now, if you haven't seen these before, these guys clip open. You slide that into one of these MOLLE things, and then you clip it closed. Now, this is interesting. This is the outside of the bag, right? So you're just clipping on a little 1 liter pouch right there, which is awesome. Cumbersome to get off if you were gonna be like, hey, here's my like flight bag. I'll pull this off, throw this in the overhead compartment. Well, unclipping all these things, then one falls out and goes under the seat somewhere else, like cumbersome to get on and off. So just know that you're gonna be pulling this off. Like you're gonna wanna like have some fucking water and some space to work to pull this off. You're also gonna wanna do that same thing when you're clipping it on. You don't want that to be like the, hold on, okay, we've just got a few seconds. Let me try to get this in before we get to the end of the line of customs or something. That's the Fighter I think they're calling this Fighter 01, 1 liter bag. Then a 7.5 liter bag, which goes, check this out. This goes under the beaver paddle. So this is what this whole thing was designed for. Right? If you cut this off, this is still a great looking bag. You just need to find something to clip this onto, you know? Which, oh God, that would be really great, because then you just have a couple less straps flopping around. But this is a 7.5 liter bag that you can zip open from either side, you know? It's just a spot, like a big pair of shoes could fit in here. Maybe that's just like your shoe bag. And that goes right there. It clips with the MOLLE, right on the MOLLE there. Then this goes around it and clips down. Now, if you have this on there and all of that stuff's filled up with stuff, your bag just got really deep. You're like Bowser or Cooper, I don't know, looking for some reference point to just like, it just went really high. And that's all coming off the back of your body. It can be very uncomfortable to carry that way. But that kind of modularity is nice, because now you don't have to carry another bag, right? Also, that thing can be used as a sling or a shoulder bag or something. Then another 7.5 liters here, which clips onto the bottom of the bag. You've got these little clips which go into some webbing bits down here, okay? Clip, clip. Then this comes around and goes into these hooks here. This guy just opens up, and you've just got a pouch on the, like some Velcro pouch right here. A little bit of protection here. They kind of engineer this a little bit well. This other one is just a sack, just the material. This has a little bit of padding, and then this has a liner on the inside that feels nicer than you expected it to, you know? This whole thing feels kind of nice. Little key clip. This is the one for me. So the Fighter 02 goes inside. I'm like, I don't think I would do that. I think I would do this right here. Just adding on to the bottom of the bag. That feels nice. I mean, you can maybe get through the check-in for the flight. They probably won't even see that little butt part of your bag, you know? There's some flights that this wouldn't be allowed, these two together. Certainly, if it was beefed out with another 7.5 liters out like this. But maybe you can get away with it with just this bottom piece, and then this becomes your packing cube. You can just fit your clothes, whatever clothes you can fit in here. Maybe this is clothes too, like some underwear, your underwear and socks and like whatever, just clips right here on the outside of the bag. When you get there, both of these come off. All your daily carry items are right here. That's a bit of a dream, right? All in all, a really great job of like a very innovative, interesting way of making a modular bag. I would just stick with that bottom one and the 1 liter one, but if you need to go another one, you can fit another 7.5 liters there. A bit cumbersome to get each of them on and off, just know that going in. Okay, my final piece here is I just think this thing looks badass. I love this kind of, you know, aviator. Is that what is this the aviator? No, it's pilot, but like, you know, old school, for some reason I'm seeing those like old school pilot's glasses with like the leather cups that go around your eyes so you don't get any glare, you know? Like bomber jacket and a 1972 Porsche 911. Oh, God. It's that whole aesthetic, you know? I think it does a good job. I think this will patina a little bit, but you're not dealing with leather. You're not dealing with something that deserves, in some ways, to patina too much. Like you're kind of putting lipstick on a pig in some ways. This is Cordura. This is a simple nylon, solid manufacturing, soft goods stuff that we've been using for a long time. It's just somehow they've done some sort of treatment to it, which is interesting. Is the treatment like extremely bad for the environment? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen anybody do this before. The wax material, you can feel a little bit of it on your fingers and hands afterwards, especially as it gets hot. When it gets hot, but it's not like I've had other bags before that were so dense with wax that you really could get kind of waxy. Everything that's touching your body is this mesh, okay? So you don't really have to worry about it too much. There is a little bit of overlap right here on this piping. Love this back panel, love this handle, right? I love the comfort of it. Not crazy about all the straps, not crazy about no good quick access pocket. 2 crappy quick access pockets, lots of straps, no good quick access pockets. The only quick access you have is to the bottom of the bag, and that is just I don't like to go on the side, open, around there. Basically, this becomes, for me when I do a camera bag, can we start talking about some of my other favorite camera bags here for a second? All right, WotanCraft paid for this video. Thank you for supporting me, WotanCraft. This is WotanCraft. This is an epic bag. Shout out to them. Give them some love because they're supporting independent makers. They don't have an affiliate program, so you can't support me by purchasing this. By the way, price on this, probably steeper than some of you are thinking, and others you are like, that's completely worth it for me. And this is a very unique bag. So they're doing some very interesting stuff. Thank you for supporting me, WotanCraft. If you, my viewers at home, would like to support me, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Chase Reeves. I have video content there that is just for patrons. Someone recently was like, these intro songs I should give to patrons as MP3s. I should totally do that. I need someone's help doing that. If you know how to do that without having me to email you, please help me. Because time is just short on that. Patreon.com/Chase Reeves. You can also, if you don't want to become a patron, it's the easiest way to do like regular support independent media people right now. And I would like to make like my own like sort of, so you don't have to be on Patreon or something. You can just be a part of a membership community. I'll probably do that in time. But right now we're just doing Patreon. And then if you don't want to do that, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Chase Reeves. Buy me a few coffees. Mucho gusto. Okay, now here's the deal. Let me show you some camera bags that I care about. I'm gonna do kind of quick, and then I need to hear your input on your favorite camera bags, because I need to buy some more camera bags to get, I'm gonna do a big roundup of my favorite. Okay, here's some of my favorites right now. Speaking of side access, Wander Duo, Peak Design, I like the zip one. They also have the latch one, I like the zip one, okay? These two are epic. I have links below at this time code to my reviews on each of these. I go into depth on both of them. Check that out. Shimoda and f-stop, okay? This this is the Shimoda X30, like this a lot. This is the f-stop something. Check out these guys below. I haven't done a full review on this. I have done this one. This one's really interesting. It's just a box. Personally, not my favorite style, but you should know that it's really protected. And then look at this, just simple, one zip, and you actually have quite a bit of access in there. Good stuff, extremely water sealed all around. Still gotta use, just basically gotta use, no, you really don't have to use two hands. Sometimes it needs two hands. Most of the time it hasn't. Roll top, that's great. This Shimoda X30, I love this bag. It doesn't look like much maybe, it looks a little floppy or frumpy. This thing I really love for when I need bigger setups. If I'm traveling and bringing like my kit, this is likely what I'm gonna bring. But if I'm traveling by road, this is what I'm bringing. This is a Shimoda, look at that, doctor's style roller bag. Come on, live in the now. Oh my gosh, great roller bag, excellent roller bag. Excellent roller bag, and they have several different kinds of cubes that can fit in here. This has been my pocket studio this whole time I've been traveling, the last several, I think actually I might have had that for, I can't have had that for more than 2 years, but that entire time I've been using that. Love it. Now, one more. All right, this is the Brevity Jumper. Some of you heard me talk about this before. I think I have a video on this. I will link to it for sure below. Simple, right? It's dumb because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about anything. It's just like, it's just one camera compartment back here. I don't even put a divider in there. Not at all like your massive protection, but for my regular ass lifestyle, like when I don't want something super beefy and crazy, I go with this. The other thing to think of and compare to this is the Moment backpack. I will link to both of those below. I haven't found my Moment yet. I've finally got all my bags together. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do for patrons after this. I'm gonna throw on I'm gonna take my camera out to the garage and we're gonna try to find the Moment backpack. Shit. That's gonna be fun. I have all my bags together for the first time in forever. It's real. Your life is real. You're watching this because you're interested in camera bags. Some of you are watching this just because you like my videos. I really appreciate that. Please become a patron. Please answer, comment below with what you want me to do a next video on. But you're probably watching this because you need a camera bag of some kind. I have a page for that at matterful.co. matterful.co. You will be able to find in the backpacks page, the page that is just my favorite camera bags. These are some of them here. Comment below with your favorite gear, something that is like camera oriented, that's your favorite thing, because I need to start putting together some lists to compare and contrast. And I know some of you have tried a lot of stuff, man. So holler at your boy, subscribe if you're interested in this. I would love to, take our, relationship to the next level. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Love you. Patreon, buymeacoffee.com/Chase Reeves. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. I love you. Goodbye.